Hey everybody, it's Coach MT, the founder of Simply the Best Life Coach Academy. You were either directed to this video or you stumbled upon some greatness. But have you ever noticed, or has it ever sounded like weird or felt weird to you that when you are asked to list or name positive attributes about yourself or someone that you love, you kind of stumble with that and you maybe are hit with a and you kind of got to think about it, right? But when it comes to naming negative things that bother you, the things that are maybe not good, you can just rattle them off like somebody's playing a reel in your head and they're highlighting all of the bad tasks, situations, characteristics, everything. It's just like the floodgates came open. That is not by chance. So it is actually a protection technique that our brain uses that is called negativity bias. One thing that I like to share with my clients is that remember that your mind's number one job is to keep you safe. So let's look at what the text has to say specifically more about it. And don't take this for granted. Just go by what I'm saying. Go and look it up yourself. So it's an ancient survival tool they use to help identify threats and identify them quickly. But with us mastering this skill set, we have become hyper aware to the negativity and an act to protect ourselves. So what do you think we need to do about it? We have to hijack the brain and focus on the positive, right? So why would we do this in the first place? Because we don't want to feel like we're being arrogant, like bragging on ourselves in the name of being humble. And then also we don't want to overemphasize. We may find ourselves overemphasizing our mistakes because we're, again, very humble and point out that we're flawed beings. And lastly, we set high expectations for us. So when you work with a coach or anyone that likes, and you're setting personal goals for yourself, it is very important for you to keep realistic goals. Even myself, I struggle with this. And it was so funny that one of my clients pointed out, because I'm very open and I share, coaches, that is a way for you to get on that transformational level with your client. I'm very open and I will share to a certain extent to keep it professional, as y'all say. That is a way to open that door. The one of them I was sharing about and barrier that I overcame and how I ended up there. That's why I share to teach. But she pointed out, she said, yeah, that's some pretty high expectations. Yes. So do you think just because I started coaching that it just poof went out? No, I still have to keep my eye on those high expectations that can lead to me doing what? Overemphasizing my mistakes that I set myself up for, or it's just a mistake. Really, we're imperfect beings. And not celebrating my big and small wins in the sense of being humble and not wanting to feel like I'm bragging. So we're going to do the simple exercise on this video that's going to help you to hijack that. And all you're going to need is pen and paper. Y'all know I'm all about the pen and paper, and I'm going to do it along with you. Or you can open a note on your iPad or your phone, whatever it is that you have. So another thing that you can do is that you can find, if I was you, I would find some music that I like that's going to like amp me up for the first one. And then have in mind something that calms you down, or some binaural beats with no words that's going to allow you to do the second one. So for the first one, we're going to focus on the positive. For the first one, we're going to do the negative list. I'm going to give you 60 seconds. And remember, I'm going to do it as well. 60 seconds, and we're going to write down everything negative that comes to mind about ourselves. In 60 seconds, watch what we come up with. So let me find my timer and set it for 60 seconds. It's going to go by so quickly. Okay, not hours. We'll only be here all day. Seconds. I started to just tell the unknown to do it, but I didn't want her to hijack my video. So here we go, and start. Remember, we're gonna do a negativity list all the negative characteristics in our situations, whatever negative things about yourself. You won't have a problem with this. And go. Stop. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the positivity list. You're going to have the same amount of time, and now we're going to switch gears. In this one, when you want to play some music that's going to maybe soothe you, or some binaural beats with no words, it's going to allow you to tap into the space to complete this. So I'm putting negative and positive on my paper. I'm not cheating, I promise. Okay, so now solely we're going to focus on things such as maybe qualities that we may have, characteristics again, or even skills and personality traits that we have. So we're going to start in 1, 2, and go. Okay, and time is up. So we're going to stop that. Now I want you to look at your list and look at your negatives versus your positives and see how you did. So how many of you have a whole bunch of negatives? You just like went down the list. Okay, now look at your positives. How many of you have a whole lot of positives? But based on your positives versus your negative, which list is typically the longest? When most people do this exercise, the negative list is usually long. That's how you know you have some work to do. We all have work to do, so don't fret. But I've been doing this a lot longer than you guys, and I just want to share with you like what my results looked like. So right here is my negative list. I have about 6 of them, and right here is my positive list. I have 10. So I'm coaching. I am really in control when it comes to that. I have made it a habit to always switch. But when I first started out, when I did this with my coach, I think I had like 20 on the negative side and maybe like 4 or 5 on the positive side. So I've been doing this for years. But what I wanted you to get out of this was that when you find yourself in a funk, or you're feeling like that you're just not worth anything, you can pull out this exercise to build this muscle. So sometimes we need to toot our own horn. You know how they say sometimes you gotta pray for yourself, sometimes you got to encourage yourself, sometimes you got to speak up for yourself. That includes with you. So you're going to set the tone for you being productive. You're going to set the tone for you being successful. You're going to set the tone for you being loving. You're going to set the tone for you being healthy. All that stuff. So now I want you to share in the comments, y'all. I want you to share one positive trait about yourself off of your list. And then I always welcome let me not say that. I always welcome honest feedback. If you found this video helpful, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe, and most importantly, share with someone else. Y'all have a good day. This is Coach MT, the founder of Simply the Best Life Coach Academy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.